So this week's assignment is cropping and working from fabric. You should have already watched the PowerPoint. If not, go back and watch the PowerPoint and then watch this video. So there's only one assignment for this week because it's a longer drawing project and I want you to think about a couple things. So for this, you're going to need 4 6-inch squares of paper. So 6 by 6 inches, and a pencil or pen to draw with. If there's another drawing utensil you've been excited about and you have with you, you can use it for this assignment. Markers, colored pencils, whatever that might be. So what you're going to need to do is, well, first of all, you should have a pretty good feel for the concept of cropping. The perspective, a cropped perspective is basically a zoomed in, close, right, part of what you're looking at. So it's not the entire object, it's just a fraction of the object, and it fills the entire page. So it hits all of the edges of the paper. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to find 4 different fabrics in the place you are. So this can be a shirt that's in a ball on the floor, a towel, blanket, pants, anything that's fabric works perfectly fine. And you also need it to be bunched up or crimpled, right? So it can't be laying flat. In order for this to be a productive drawing, you need to find fabric that's lumped up, right? So there are lots of angles and curves for you to draw and work from. So for example, this is a piece of fabric that you could draw from. And the way, a similar orientation, right? Crumpled up, folded in on itself a little bit. And the idea of a cropped perspective will mean that you don't draw all of this, but only a fraction of it. So that would mean getting really close and then only drawing this part. That is a cropped perspective that's zoomed in. So these are some quick starts for examples of how to draw it. These are not finished, right? So don't turn in your drawing looking like this. You need to spend way more time working on it. But these are good starts for how to observe and get down the lines of the drawing. You'll need to add a lot more value to yours though, so complete them, right? Draw everything you see and just take your time. This is a good exercise in practicing value and drawing what you see. And it's also a good exercise in sort of detaching from the fact that everything has to look exactly like something, right? These are going to be kind of obscure images, but you'll know they're fabric. Something kind of cool about that. So spend about an hour working on each of these because this is this week's assignment and I want you to practice and take your time with it. I'll be able to tell if you don't, right? Like really invest time in each and let them be fun sort of practices and studies in how you're observing something. And if you have questions, make sure you just post them in the comment section of the blog. When you post these images on your blog website, post them individually. That way I'm able to see them really well. If you just take one picture of all of them, the details might be harder to see. So that's it for this week. Hope everyone's doing well.